have your tax dollars been spent wisely to fight COVID-19?
I would like to think so. Personally, I haven't spent a great deal of time investigating to see if they have been. Just from browsing the internet or Reddit, speaking to friends, it doesn't seem to be the case, but I would like to think so.
No. No, I don't think so. I think we were a society in a city that was suffering ill-spent tax dollars pre-pandemic, and I think that that's kind of just been exacerbated.
Personal opinion, COVID-19 has definitely made a huge impact on our the rate of our taxes, and I think I think we're doing the best we can in a pandemic in terms of keeping people safe and keeping them alive. So in terms of contributing to the tax dollars contributing to the pandemic, I would say we're doing a pretty good job. Yeah.
No, I don't think so, but I can't tell you why. I think they doled it out too generously, and now they're going to have to pull it back. And that's not going to be an easy task.
Well, I would say, I don't know. It depends on what you compare it to, I guess. I mean, if you compare it to the States, maybe? Like Trudeau, he didn't get vaccines for a while, but now we're ahead of the curve, so the rest of the world, so I don't know. Depends on what time frame of the pandemic you look at.
I think so. I mean, it's difficult to know, right? At the beginning of the pandemic, there's so many questions. So a lot of the medical professionals, they're just doing the best they can. Obviously, there's a few things that have been frustrating, but again, it's difficult to know.
2020 hindsight, I suppose you could say there's ways you could improve it, but I don't think I could have done any better myself. But I don't know.
So you're satisfied with the government?
Yeah.
It's difficult to say because there's so many needs, there's so many. I trust that it's been spent quickly, and since it seems to be resorbing, I assume that it has had some effect, and I think it has prevented people from losing their jobs, businesses from closing, and as that money had not been spent, the situation would be even more dire on top of the sanitary situation.
I just personally think that the whole vaccines deliveries have been botched. Could have been done a lot better. That's just my personal opinion.
In terms of, people getting the right care, and I think we're all in the same boat. Nobody really knows how to deal with it. We didn't know how to deal with it at the beginning, and a lot of people seemed lost, scared, and I think everybody's just trying to do their best. Like in terms of Ottawa, getting the vaccine here, issuing warnings and stuff like that. It makes sense that they had difficulty in the beginning, and it seems like we're moving through it pretty well, though.
No, I think it's been squandered. I think personally, in my opinion, there's been too much emphasis put on virtue signaling, on trying to make the current Liberal government look good and look like they're handling things when everything has been just flip-flopping over and over. Nobody seems to be on the same page. The provinces, the federal government, nobody is aligned on what to do. Nobody has a standard reopening plan. We have BC that is weeks and months ahead of us. We have Alberta that are locking things down. We had a river separating us from a curfew from 8 p.m. because coronavirus doesn't come out at night, apparently. So, no, I don't think that the government's response to this has been fiscally or logically responsible.
I hope they were, because nobody's doing anything. Well, we have to stay at home, and that's very annoying. So I can't make the call, but I hope they were. That's all I can say.
It's difficult to say. I think hindsight's 2020. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in the position that our federal or provincial government are in. So, I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, I think they're doing their best, and so I think that's really all it comes down to.
In some ways, I think the government could have done something sooner, to get this over with.
Originally, no. I'm starting to kind of lean towards, they haven't done a bad job.
I feel they are. The profession that I'm in, I see that we are being taken care of, and I feel like the supplies that we need to be able to carry out our daily routines are there, and we've never been in want. So I feel that they've been used correctly.
No, I would say we've kind of overspent. We put in a lot of money on things earlier, like the China vaccine that was probably ill-advised. So I think there's definitely been waste.
I'd say it is. That's just me personally. Yeah. We're taken good care of, I think. Compared to some other countries, I think we're pretty good. Yeah.
I don't think we have much of a choice. So they have to spend the money in order to get everything under control. So I would say, yeah.
I would think so, yeah. I've got vaccinated and a lot of other people have too. I think all of my friends have got vaccinated, so I would say so, yeah.